What is the most messed up thing at your school? When I was in year 11, I was around 16. I got pregnant. I didn't tell anyone for ages because I had only just came out as a trans male and was already getting shit for that at my extremely Catholic all-girls school. One of my friends found out and told someone else. Word spread and I got expelled for disobeying the word of Christ. Our school never taught us about hex or how anything worked. We were only ever taught abstinence and were told that if we had hex we would burn in hell for eternity. Anyway, after I got kicked out, I went to a different school and finished my last year of high school before giving birth to my gorgeous little boy. There was a kid in my old primary school who turned up one day with a massive bandage over his head. I asked him what happened, and he said that his dad made him go to school 30 minutes earlier, and the teachers didn't give a crap and put him into the playground without telling him there was ice on the floor. The kid proceeded to slip and fall for about 8 feet and landed face first onto a rock. He had smashed his teeth, smashed his knee, and had the rock go through his forehead so far you could see his brain. I asked him if he could take the bandage off, and I saw the stitches in his red skin in front of his brain. School didn't care what happened. Parent just wanted the school to fix because he was late for work and didn't want to take his kid home. They just took him to the nurse's office and put stitches in his head. He was my best friend and said his dad didn't care about him, would beat him, and ended up cheating on his wife with another woman. One messed up thing is that the teachers don't mind their fucking business when we're joking around with friends. We literally have to tell the teachers that we're joking with our friends every time they hear us jokingly insult each other. Another messed up thing is that the counselors blow minor behavioral and social issues way out of proportion. One time, I said a teacher smelled like garlic, and the counselor assumed I was being rude to all of my teacher when I was not. Another messed up thing is that some staff members schedule things for you and don't tell you until the day it's supposed to happen. One time, I had to go to psychologist for no reason other than she wanted to know why I didn't want to go to college and if I had any residual anger issues. Completely random. One time, my schedule was changed and nobody told me until the day I was supposed to go to a different class. Another messed up thing is that the teachers expect us to watch our language around our friends as if we could hurt each other's feelings. Another messed up thing is that we can get into trouble for doodling on our paper. Since when was it wrong to doodle on something that I'm not turning in? Another messed up thing is that teachers won't ask what's going on before jumping to conclusions. One time, a friend drew a dick on my paper, and I was scribbling it out. It was in pen. And the teacher only saw me scribbling it out, so she kicked me out of class and sent me to the principal's office. I got suspended the next day. Apparently, it's rude to point out that teachers need to know all the facts before jumping to conclusions. Anyway, that's what's messed up about my school. Comment if you've had similar problems. Last year, on Veterans Day, my teacher's dad, who served in Vietnam, came in to tell us about his experiences. 2 other classes joined us, and all but one of his grandchildren were there. At some point while he was talking, he needed to sit down, and soon after collapsed to the ground. Everyone went into emergency mode. There were cries for help. A student did CPR. Eventually, they had us all go to the library, where we watched as the brigades of paramedics arrived. He ended up dying right there in our classroom in front of everyone, including his daughter, wife, and grandkids. They never found out the cause of death either, but it wasn't a heart attack. Teachers suspected something like a blood clot around the brain. I guess the people in my grade. I'm in 9th grade and teachers have compared us to 6th graders many times. Basically, every day. It's my first year at this school, and it's already nuts. In logic class, the classroom has about 5 glass paintings hanging on the walls. The boys in my class managed to knock down every one of them. Not on purpose. One of them broke completely. The others fell off. But people caught them before they hit the ground. Also, My class is ABUSSIV. I have a friend named Hannah who stabs people with pencils when they are being mean. They deserve it. Her crush has scars everywhere on his arm. She made him drip with blood many times. Also, my class is very toxic. They fat shame everyone and just are plain out rude. Oh, there is this one kid in my class who's been obsessed with me for over 2 weeks now. Today in English he took 3 of my pens and everything on my desk and wouldn't give it back to me. He then stabs me in the arm with a pencil 3 times, then stabs me in the stomach. He made me bleed the other day too. He also got lunch detention because of me because he was begging for my gum for a week straight. People found out I had gum. They took almost all 15 pieces of gum, which I just bought 2 days before that. And he never got a piece of gum, so he was upset. So he said he will do anything for the gum. I told him to lay down on the floor for 10 minutes straight to get it. It was very funny, but because of that he's now mean to me, and people think he's flirting with me. People sadly ship us. He stabs me all the time now because I made him get lunch detention. Yesterday he took my pen cap and threw it off the 3rd floor onto the grass and did that 3 times after that. The teacher asked me if I wanted him to get detention, and I talked her out of it because I knew he would kill me. He also nicknamed me Learn instead of my real name, Lauren. Also, this week is Spirit Week. In my school, everyone wears a uniform. To dress up for Spirit Week, you had to pay $25 for 5 days. My school only wants money. And my teachers are fighting the system because we don't do the pledge or talk about 9/11. Basically, the school doesn't talk about any American history, just dead classical Latin and Greek history. My school has the word classical in the school's name anyway. Please leave your story in the comments. I would love to make a video on them in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.